'Tis I. Hey everyone, so here I am in my kitchen, a little squeaky on the table. Hopefully I can not make it squeak like crazy, so I'll try to avoid that. But yeah, I'm here with my PlayStation, which decided to stop reading discs, which is fun because I use it not only as a video game console, but also for my Blu-ray and 4K player as well. So yeah, it not reading discs is not ideal. So I don't know. I decided to record my process of getting it fixed by PlayStation because I'm not gonna open this thing up and try to fix it because I will shatter it beyond repair if I try to do something like that. So I'm going to go through it. I'll let you know what the next step is after this. I'm gonna go online and put my information in and see what happens. So I'll see you back. For you, it'll be right away. For me, it'll be a little bit, but I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I put in my information, put in the serial number, which is underneath, so I got to take this funky stand off. So the PlayStation's very flat. I'm used to it being a bit at an angle for a long time, but took this part off because they specifically said they do not want it sent with this on. Plus, the serial number is on the bottom, which I'm not going to show you because I don't know. You don't need that. I do. Okay, so that's for me to know. So yeah, I did that. All the information, put it in, and fun stuff. I've learned that the warranty for us in America is only a year. And if you remember, I made my 1 year of having a PlayStation 5 video back in November. So there you go. I have it for longer than a year. Of course, that's when something goes wrong. I'm not blaming PlayStation for that. 1 year warranty is pretty standard, so it is what it is. While looking it up in the UK, the warranty is 2 years, so that would have been much nicer. But anyways, I found that the cost is gonna be like over $200. Which is a lot more than I was hoping. I was hoping like, oh yeah, just send it in, we'll fix it, and we'll send it at. But that's not how it works for most things. So it's going, and I already paid, so I'm hopeful that it does something, because right now it feels like I just got an email saying, hey, we opened not a complaint, but a number. They gave me a number saying, this is the thing, we open it, we have a whole request thing going, and I was like, great. And then I got an email right after that saying, we need money. So I gave them the money, and so now I'm just waiting, because I haven't heard back from them yet. I was hoping to pop back on and say, like, oh yeah, I've done everything, and now I'm gonna wrap it up and send it. But the way it's looking, I might not for a little bit, because this has been an hour after all that. So, and I've been waiting on an email. So if you're going through the same thing I am, that's just a little bit of heads up. It might be a little bit between the confirmation email and before you actually get some info on where and how to send it. But yeah, right now it kind of feels like I just gave them $200 to just wait. So hopefully I will be back. Again, for you, it'll be just a second, but for me, I'll be waiting until I can hear more about what to do next. Okay, so it's been a day, and I hadn't heard anything back from the email, so I was getting a little nervous. I had told some people, and of course the word scam came up, and I was like, I don't think so, considering I paid through the PlayStation website directly. They had a special payment thing I had to go through, but everything seemed fine. I didn't think that they would scam, considering I got this from PlayStation, the same exact website that I was requesting repairs through. So that I don't know. People are easy to say scam, but I definitely was not getting that feeling. But I had to give them a call. I'll put the number on the screen here that I called because it was a little hard to, I just Googled it and then I found it that way. So I guess it's not terribly hard to find, but I didn't find it on the website. I called them. The person that picked up was very kind, and I had to go through a couple of those easy questionnaire things, being like, thank you for calling, press this button here for this, press, 1, 2, or 3. And I got through to a person very quickly. It was only a couple questions. I did have to wait until noon for my time. I'm on the East Coast, so they are open from, I think, 9 to 6 Pacific time. So that's weird hours for me. It's like noon to 9, but luckily I'm on my lunch break, so I was able to call them pretty much right as soon as they opened. So it was pretty quick getting through, and I was able to talk to someone pretty quickly. And it turns out I have to just kind of sit and wait again because they're going to send me a box and ways to pack it and all that, so I don't have to get a box and be afraid on how to wrap it up. So we're just sitting with our very fancy brick, not really a brick. It can still do everything digitally, but not use the disk drive that I specifically really wanted for games and 4K player and stuff. So that's upsetting. It's going to take a little bit before the box gets here, but at least I know that it's coming, and when it does, I'll hopefully have instructions, and I'll be able to send it out and get it fixed, and it won't be too long. Because, right now it is in April. It's mid-April, and I don't know how long it's going to take. They said about 5 days for the box to get here, and then up to a month to get it repaired and sent back. But the person says that's just a vague range. So I'm hopeful that it's not that long. We'll wait on it, and we'll see how things go. And, when I get it back, I might have a big hoorah. take a week off and play a bunch of games. Maybe not. Who knows? But it'll be exciting when I finally get it back and can play some of those games I've been looking forward to playing. So, yeah, that's my update for today. And I guess I will be back when I have the box and can let you know how that part goes. So I'll see you, and hopefully, person said 5 days, so that -1. Hopefully 4 days or less, I'll be back, and again for you it'll be right away. But yeah, I'll see you then. The box is here, and it came with some instructions. I've opened it up already just to sure I didn't accidentally show my address on the box or anything. But it comes with these instructions here. Do not ship any disk controllers, cords, cables, the stand, the remote, or any bugs in the system. That's kind of gross that I have to specify. Don't. It says bugs in the system. Remove any M2 SSDs. I don't have any of those. Pack console in supplied shipping box. You must fill out the information and sign the repair slip. So they did send this FedEx to me. So I have to bring this to the local FedEx place. Important, please read the terms and conditions on the reverse side or on the internet. This repair process is for consumers only. Retailers, commercial users, or third party offering PlayStation repairs are not eligible. You may be responsible for the return, shipping, and handling if found violation of these terms. Please complete all steps. Okay. So this is how it looks, all nice and boxed up. It comes with nice little baggie to put it in, and as well as some of these foam covers that they're like perfectly cut to fit it. So that was very nice. I very much appreciated that. Because one of my biggest fears was, is it going to be like a normal box that I have to put it in and it's going to get rustled around and stuff? So this is nice that it's very secured. And then I'll put my slip right on top like it says. I filled it out now. It was perforated so I didn't have to cut it, which is, again, very nice. This whole system has gone pretty smooth other than my anxiety of the fact that I'm going to ship my PlayStation 5 out into the world. Everything else seems as secure as it can be. Like, I assume that they know that people are going to be a little anxious about something like this because of, like, the scarcity factor. So, yeah, everything is as good as it can be. Just, my own anxiety. But I'll, keep close tabs on this for sure as soon as I send it out. And, hopefully FedEx takes good care of it. So here it is. This is the box. I'm still nervous about this. If you're seeing this, either it worked or it didn't work, and I'm very upset. Either way. So, not either way. One way I'd be very happy to have my PlayStation back. The other way I'd be very, very, very upset. But yeah, it's boxed up, and I'm about to bring it to the FedEx place, and hopefully they're good about it. You know, I assume they would be. I don't know what's in it. It's just a heavy box. Against the law to open these things up. I don't think I'll be not nervous about this until it's back, which they said could be like a month, that's not great. That'd be a month of nerves. Hopefully it's sooner than that. Hopefully I'll get an email in like 2 days being like, we got it, we fixed it, we're good to go. That'd be awesome. But I don't know. So yeah, you'll hear back from me in 30 days or less. I'm going to get my haircut today, so my hair will be much shorter when you see me. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be so long and my hair will be back to the same length. Hopefully not. But yeah. So I'll talk to you then. She back. It's back. I'm grabbing a knife. Oh my god. So I took off everything with my name and address on it. We are currently opening this bad boy up. I am... Oh boy. It's so nice to have it back. Oh my god. It's so nice. I assume they just fixed it, because there's no paperwork at all being like, oh, this is what we did, this is what was wrong with it. I'd like to know that. I did get an email saying it's coming back, don't worry. It's here. Oh my god. It feels so nice to have it back again. I'm gonna go test it real quick, boot it up, put a disc in it. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works, because that's what I paid for. And I will be right back to let you know how it went. Okay, so we got some good news and we got some bad news. The good news is it's back. My PlayStation's back. It's hooked up to the TV. It's working. Everything's good. Discs are being read. Life's good there. The bad news, and this is what I was afraid was going to happen this entire time, but I thought it'd be okay, but it wasn't. All my data's gone. And that really sucks. That's great. Not all, like, my trophy data and all my, like, purchase game history is still there, which is good. It's the, all my, like, actual game save data is gone. So, that's something I'm gonna have to learn to deal with. I called PlayStation, and I was like, yo, what happened? Is there anything I could do? And they're like, if you didn't have cloud, if you didn't put it on an SSD, then no. Which is that's really dumb. Because a nice little, like, heads up. I didn't see anywhere, unless I skipped it. I could have skipped it. But anywhere in the thing that was like, hey, make sure your data's backed up somewhere, because we're going to wipe the console. I figured they would, especially the disk drive, I figured it was just switch the disk drive or the stylus or whatever the problem was. Luckily, you know, I play mostly single-player games anyway, so how many of those games were I going to go back and play again? Not that many. I think all of my history is still there. I'll let you know in a little note down there. All my purchase history and all my DLC should still be there, because it's connected to my profile more than my console, so hopefully that's all still there. I don't really play many digital only games either, but it'd be nice to make sure that they are still there. Overall, especially for how much I paid, I don't think they did the best job they could, but for most of it was very nice. Setting the console was obviously a little anxiety inducing, because of, you know, it's still like a hard to come by piece of machinery, so sending it out was nerve-wracking. Getting it back was a pain, which I didn't even mention that, because I was excited to have it here. They sent FedEx, which is fine. I don't really have a problem with them. But they were going to send it yesterday, actually. But I wasn't going to be here. The time frame of delivery was exactly when I was going to be at work, so I was like, no, can we push it a day? And of course we can, but it's going to cost $11.50 to do that, and that's a lot to hold it a day, I think. But I didn't want to like risk it. I didn't want them to just show up and then take it back and then be like, well, no one was there. We're gonna send it back now, because that would have been a whole nother headache to deal with. My other option was I could have signed for it ahead of time, but it was a rainy, crappy day yesterday. And with my luck, I would have pre-signed, and it would have went to a wrong house and sat out in the rain. I took the insurance bet, and it got here today just fine. So that's not PlayStation's fault. That's just how FedEx is. It's gonna take a little bit of time. I would say I'm grieving right now. That's a bit of a strong word for it, but it is tough to know all of my data is gone. You know. It's not like, again, there's not many games that I'm going to go back to anyways. There'll be a couple here and there, right? And it's nice to know like my trophy data is still there and all that. So it's not like my entire PlayStation history has been eradicated. But yeah, a huge bonus tip. If you're going to do this, if you're going to send it out for repairs, back up your data, because they won't tell you they're going to wipe the console. I'm telling you they're going to wipe the console. I mean, even if I guess they don't, but just expect them to, you know. That would have been a nice thing to have on something. Be like, we're gonna wipe this thing. Prepare yourself for that. I would have spent whatever it costs to get PlayStation Plus and put it on the cloud and all that, which that's a dumb thing too. That it costs money to put it on the cloud because it doesn't need to. Look at that. This whole problem would have been okay, but it's gone. Everything's gone. It's a bittersweet experience right now because it's back and it's fixed and it works, but I am annoyed because of the data loss and the whole thing of being nervous that they weren't going to send my original console because of the data loss. I guess didn't matter because they were just gonna wipe it anyway. So yeah, that'll about do it for me. I'm gonna end it here instead of hopping back into my normal set. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave a detailed list of steps and warnings in the description for anyone not part of my normal viewership. If you're here because you legitimately wanted tips and all that, that's amazing. Thank you for being here. That'll about do it for me, though. Thank you so very much for watching. As always, like this if you like this, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you at some point.